Hello and welcome to this week's Glasstire Top 5. It is the week of November 15th, 2018. I'm Christina Rees.
And I'm Shelby David Meier.
Shelby David Meier.
Yeah.
You get that David in there.
Yeah, I do.
Where are we?
We're in Dallas, Texas right now at Site 131, part of an exhibition that I am a part of called Clay and Things. Behind me is Brian Malampy's work. And
six Texas artists and one New York heading toward California artist in this show. I love Brian Malampy's work, by the way. He was one of your professors when you were at SMU.
I worked with him at SMU, among others, but yeah.
So you were my student.
I was, yeah, a long time ago. So that would have been 2011.
Yeah, so when I was curator at TCU, they had me teach for a couple of years, and you were by far my favorite student.
I don't know if you should say that.
It's just true, and I think it's totally safe to say that, and you're the one who turned out to be an actual artist. You did the fake it sign. Do you have a photo of that?
I have one somewhere.
So when he was an undergrad, he put this fake it sign above the door that everyone used in the art building. And they left it up for a couple of years. It was very cool. All right, so we'll get to this show in just a minute. So number 5 this week is at the South Plains College Art Gallery in Levelland, Texas. That's about 30 minutes west of Lubbock. It's Chad, Plunket, and Hannah Dean. Hannah's a painter, Chad is a sculptor. They just got together and collaborated, and really this is kind of like a set of mashups or interventions of sorts. So it's almost like, I'm not sure if Chad Plunket is intervening in her paintings or she's intervening in his sculptures. It looks like it's a little bit of both. It's playful. Also, some of this work will also show at LUCA, Louise Hopkins Underwood Center for the Arts, starting in December and January. There will be some new collaborations between the two in that show, as well as some of what is in this show. So if you want to catch it early, go to this. Number 4 on our list this week is Tammie Rubin in Austin at Women in Their Work. She is an Austin-based artist. She's a professor at St. Ed's. She does a lot of ceramic and clay. Speaking of ceramic and clay, this is all new work. She also brings found objects into her work. The name of the show is Everything You Ever. So big solo show at Women in Their Work. I've liked her work in the past very much. I expect this is going to be really good as well, and it opens this weekend. Number 3 on our list this week, Michael Menchaca at the McNay in San Antonio. I realized the McNay was on our list either last week or the week before. I just am picking this guy because I really, really like his work. He's presented a kind of an immersive environment for video and wallpaper and prints in the print room at the McNay. This is part of a series called 100 Years of Printmaking in San Antonio. I believe it's the last installment of it. Michael Menchaca is a San Antonio-based artist. I saw his work at Ruiz Healy earlier this year. He had a solo show. I think it's one of the best shows I've seen in the last 12 months. I'm just a big fan of his, and I want to go back down to the McNay to see this show. 2, we're here.
We're here.
All right.
At the spot.
Tell me about the work that's in the show that you
So the work I put in were these slipcast to-go containers, along with another work that there's some styrofoam plates and cups that are stacked up. Yeah, so there's kind of these etched in kind of drawings with China paint, kind of look like people might have scratched in with markers or pens on these styrofoam objects, but they're all porcelain China paint, kind of playing with the duality of the material. Both styrofoam and ceramic are these kind of long-lasting materials that are going to be around for millennia, I guess. Not millennia, I don't know.
Maybe.
A long amount of time.
I think if you basically, as a conceptual artist, you come up with an idea and then you figure out what materials you need to use.
So that's kind of, I was surprised to be in a ceramic show, not that I ever consider myself.
These are beautiful pieces. They're very funny. They're actually really beautiful. They're absurd. And you see them, and especially the markers and stuff, it's like, oh my God, yes, of course, of course. And these objects already kind of look like they're slipcasts anyway, so the fact that he just did it is...
Yeah, they're all from molds anyway, so it's all just ready there for the...
All right, so you got a little bit of time to see it. You got
December
through the
14th.
Yeah, through Thanksgiving and into December to see it. Number 1 on our list this week, and the reason it wasn't on our list last week, it's the Menil's new drawing center. My colleagues have since last week gone and done the whole press preview. They say the building is beautiful. This is long awaited in Houston. It's the 5th building that's open on the Menil campus. The first show is Jasper John's drawings. The building is huge, beautiful. A lot of it is given over to storage as well as its research institute. This is going to be doing a lot of important work in the future. Actually, the Drawing Institute, even without its building, was already curating some great shows. So
I'm excited to see it. I haven't been down there in a couple of years, but the building was beautiful in its first place. I really liked the old floors. I didn't understand having to get rid of them. But
well, they refinished them, I think,
Yeah.
finally. So
Yeah.
I think it's still like the big, dark,
Yeah.
thick cut floors. But yeah, people
Just
were not
nice
going
and new. I liked like the wear and tear. I like seeing that happen on buildings, but I guess
Yeah.
most people don't. They
And
want to
do
get
you
down
go to
there.
Houston very often?
I can't say I do as much as I should.
It's so
Probably
great.
most people, yeah. It is. Every time I go, I enjoy it.
I know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of art there. Well, with that, go to the new Menil Drawing Institute and get in your car and go see some art.
Go see some art.